which is, it's not just a philosophy, it's based on fact that we are interdependent. We are related through cause and effect. What we do affects everything else. What I do affects you somehow. I mean, of course, in obvious ways like sharing and communicating. So this, you take that idea and you just apply it to everything, and everything we do affects everything in the universe. So, therefore, everything must be empty of self-contained, independent existence. So, you know, that's a great philosophy. It's very powerful, and it makes sense. So that's a logical explanation of emptiness that makes good, rational, common sense. Well, maybe not so common, but at least rational. Which is great. This philosophy is a great foundation that we have in Buddhism and Zen. And so, with that in mind, I also wanted to talk really more about some more interpersonal connections and more personal revelations of that. What does it mean in our life? What does emptiness, what's the experience of emptiness? You know, that was a logical explanation of emptiness, but emptiness is not a logical explanation. Emptiness is an experience. We experience emptiness, and that's part of the point of our practice, is to experience emptiness. I mean, that's the beauty of the Enlightenment, is that the experience of emptiness just sort of opens up the world and comes with freedom. You know, feeling freedom is a benefit of experiencing emptiness. So this experience and these feelings of emptiness are really the power of this practice, not the logical explanation. Although that's a nice compliment to talk about it, but you know, that's not what we're going for. We're not going for the rational understanding of emptiness here. We're going for the intimate, direct experience of emptiness. So, in Buddhism, it's called sunyata, which means void, or no intrinsic enduring identity. Now, this emptiness is in contrast to something real, or something that exists, that we can be attached to. So, to not understand emptiness is to really believe that some things really can be held on to. You know, ideas, concepts, possessions. You know, if I believe, and if I have the experience of my attachments and ideas being real, then I'm going to hold on to them at all costs. You know, I will. You know, often our wars and our conflicts are based on thinking that there's something real to hold on to fight for, or to defend at all costs. So, you know, that's a big statement there, that all of our difficulties are caused because we don't get emptiness. And that if we all really got emptiness, then we could start to let go of what we think, of what we're attached to, and what we need to compete for. So I personally have had ideas about myself and about how reality is, and about how I want life to be, and about possessions that I need to maintain my idea of myself all my life. Starting with from the day that I could sort of do stuff on my own, be a little independent as a child, and start to realize that I could control my reality. And then, of course, for me, being an addict and an alcoholic, that's like a really deep-rooted physical manifestation of attachment. Thinking that I need a substance in order to survive, or to be happy, or to function. That's beyond thinking. That's like deep in my body and in my patterns. And it's based on attachment. It's based on thinking that there's something that I really actually need in order to continue to function happily, or to exist, period. To maintain my existence as it is. And it just is a huge burden. It's just such a burden to think, to have that dependence, to feel like I need something or someone else in order to maintain my integrity. And by integrity, I just mean my self-contained idea of myself. I'm a person who is successful. I'm a person who is clean. Which we know is not me. So I'm just projecting about possibilities that might be floating around in your spirits. I am a tough person, or the opposite. I'm a dirty person. I'm a weak person. I'm poor. It just goes on and on. All of these ideas we carry around in one way or another, and we hold on to. I'm right. I'm right about this. That idea has gotten me into just so much trouble over the years. And there's nothing more miserable than having to be right and unhappy. I'm going to lose the respect and connection with everybody and everything I know because I'm right. That's terrible. That's miserable. So the freedom that comes with experiencing, well, I could be wrong. Probably not. But I could be. That's just such a huge shift in this life. Life is short. We only have so many more years left in this short lifetime to realize and admit that we could be wrong. So, get started, So, literally that. To be able to let go of the idea that I have to be right, or that my ideas are better than other ideas. That may be true, and it may not be true. That's not the point. We're not going for getting everything right here. We're not going for discovering the ultimate truth. What we're going for is to have real connection to our true self and to experience oneness. And I can't experience my oneness with you if I'm competing for the truth. So to let go of the idea that the truth somehow sets me free, my truth, that is. The only truth that can set me free is that there's no truth. Any other truth is going to create competition and difficulty and separation. And as we know, Buddhism is about letting go of the separation. Buddhism and Zen practice is about letting go of independence. So it's okay to be dependent on other people. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to admit that I'm wrong. It's okay to have an open mind. These are all implications of the experience of enlightenment, but of emptiness. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, enlightenment, another key element. So this emptiness I'm talking about isn't some special, magical, spiritual revelation. That's what it sounds like in a lot of the chants we do and in a lot of the literature. It sounds like it's very special, but in reality it's as simple as being able to say, oh, why don't you go first? That is emptiness manifested in its, most special form. Or to say, oh, well, maybe you're right. That is the most magical, magnificent manifestation of emptiness you can accomplish in this lifetime. It doesn't get better than that. So the trick is, the door to that is letting go. That's really what we're here to do in this practice, is to let go. Let go of what? Let go of everything. Let go of everything that we have been attached to and that we can be attached to. And what does it mean to hold on? Well, it means everything that's in us that's fighting every step of the way to maintain what we think is our identity. I am holding on. Of course we hold on. I'm holding on right now to the idea that I can give a talk. I'm holding on to the idea that I'm a father. I'm holding on to the idea that I'm an alcoholic and an addict. Just go, I believe these things to be true. So to that extent, I'm holding on to this reality. So can I let them go? Well, probably not. I can to extent in my body and my energy. I can let go of the attachment to that. But it's a very big process to let go of all attachments. It's huge, and it touches everything. So to start to let go, it's like this process. We have this spectrum in this practice. I am not afraid to give numbers in this practice. If you practice intensively with this practice the way we support it, you can let go of most 80% of your attachments within 12 years. That means doing every sesshin that we offer, meeting with the teacher to do Dokusan every opportunity you get, sitting the full schedule, which is about 12 to 15 hours a week on the average. That's our average schedule.